I'm 77 years old, and I need to tell you something you probably don't want to hear. You think being needed is proof you matter. You believe that if people can't function without you, then you're loved. But you're wrong. Being needed and being loved are not the same thing. And if you don't learn the difference now, you'll spend your entire life giving yourself away to people who would forget your name the moment you stop being useful. I was always the one people came to, the dependable one, the one who showed up. I raised 4 children. I took care of my mother when she got sick. I organized every family gathering, remembered every birthday, made sure everyone had what they needed before I even thought about myself, and people loved me for it. At least that's what I told myself. They called me selfless, generous, the glue that held everything together. I wore those words like armor. I thought being indispensable meant I was important. I thought if I just kept doing more, giving more, sacrificing more, then eventually I'd be cherished the way I cherished them. But here's the truth I didn't see until it was too late. They didn't love me. They loved what I did for them. They loved the convenience, the relief, the fact that they didn't have to worry because I would handle it. I wasn't a person to them. I was a function, a service, a solution to their problems. And I let it happen. I built my entire identity around being needed because I didn't know how else to feel valuable. 3 years ago, I had a stroke. Not a massive one, but enough to put me in the hospital for 2 weeks. Enough that I couldn't cook, couldn't drive, couldn't manage everyone's lives the way I always had. And you know what happened? They visited, they brought flowers, they said all the right things. But within days I could see the frustration, the inconvenience. My daughter kept checking her watch during visits. My son started calling less. One of my friends actually said, "I hope you're back to yourself soon. We really need you for the charity event in March." Not, "I'm worried about you." Not, "How are you feeling?" Just, "We need you." I lay in that hospital bed staring at the ceiling, and I realized something that made my chest feel hollow. If I couldn't do things for them anymore, I didn't matter. If I couldn't be useful, I wasn't loved. I was tolerated, appreciated in the way you appreciate a washing machine, functional, necessary, replaceable. That was the moment the illusion shattered. I had spent 74 years confusing service with love, and now, when I couldn't serve, I saw exactly how little I meant to the people I had given everything to. The biggest lie you tell yourself is that you have time to figure this out later. That once things slow down, once people need you a little less, then you'll start living for yourself. Then you'll start asking for what you want. Then you'll stop saying yes when you mean no. But later never comes. The calendar doesn't care if you're ready. You keep waiting for permission to matter outside of what you do for others. You keep thinking that if you just give a little more, sacrifice a little more, prove yourself a little more, then eventually they'll see you, really see you, not what you provide, but who you are. But they won't, because you've trained them not to. You've taught them that your needs don't exist, that your time is always available, that your love comes with no cost and no limit. And now, even if you tried to change it, even if you tried to say, "I need something too," they'd look at you like you were breaking the rules of a game you invented. I watched this happen to my friend Margaret. She spent 40 years being the person everyone leaned on. She raised her sister's kids when her sister couldn't. She took care of her husband's parents. She volunteered at the church, organized every fundraiser, baked for every bake sale, and then her husband died. And within 6 months, the phone stopped ringing. The invitation stopped coming because she wasn't useful anymore. She was just sad, just grieving, just a person who needed support instead of providing it. She told me once near the end, I thought I was building a life full of people who loved me, but I was just building a waiting room full of people who needed me. And the moment I stopped being useful, they left. She died alone in a nursing home. No one visited in her last 2 weeks, not because they were cruel, but because they had never learned to love her. They had only learned to use her. Here's what I wish I had understood 50 years ago. Love is not measured by how much you give. It's measured by whether people care about you when you have nothing left to give. Real relationships aren't built on service. They're built on presence, on being seen, on mattering not because you're useful, but because you exist. I wasted decades trying to earn love by being indispensable. I thought if I could just prove how much I could do, how much I could handle, how much I could sacrifice, then I would finally be enough. But I was already enough, I just didn't believe it. So I kept giving, kept proving, kept waiting for someone to love me the way I loved them. And they never did, because I never gave them the chance. I never let them see me as anything other than the person who solved their problems. I never asked for help. I never admitted I was tired. I never said, I can't do this right now. I never let myself be vulnerable because I thought vulnerability meant weakness. I thought needing something from others meant I had failed. So I stayed strong, I stayed useful, I stayed needed, and I stayed unloved. I'm 77 now, and I can't get those years back. I can't redo the moments I missed because I was too busy managing everyone else's life. I can't reclaim the friendships I could have had if I had let people see the real me, instead of just the version that served them. I can't rewrite the relationships that could have been deeper, richer, more real, if I had just been brave enough to say, I need you to love me, not just need me. Time doesn't wait for you to figure this out. It doesn't pause while you keep proving yourself. It doesn't stop while you keep postponing the moment when you finally put yourself first. You think you're being selfless, but you're not. You're being afraid that if you stop doing, you'll stop mattering. Afraid that if you ask for something, you'll be rejected. Afraid that if you're not useful, you're not lovable. But here's the truth. If the only way people love you is when you're useful, then they don't love you at all. They love what you do. And the moment you stop doing it, you'll disappear. The calendar doesn't care if you're ready. The body ages, energy fades, strength weakens, and one day you won't be able to be useful anymore. And if being useful is all you've ever been, then when that day comes, you'll realize you've spent your entire life being needed by people who never actually knew you. I look back now and I see it so clearly. All the moments I said yes when I wanted to say no. All the times I put myself last. All the years I spent believing that being needed was the same as being loved. And I was wrong. You're doing it right now. You're saying yes when you mean no. You're giving when you're already empty. You're convincing yourself that this is what love looks like, that this is what good people do. But it's not. It's what afraid people do. People who don't believe they're enough just by existing. People who think they have to earn the right to be loved. And you don't. You never did. If this message reached you, I need you to do something, not for me, for yourself. Hit the like button, not because it helps the algorithm, but because it's a signal that you heard this, that it landed, that somewhere inside you recognize the truth in it. Share this. Send it to someone you love who is quietly disappearing behind the weight of being needed. A parent, a partner, a sibling, a friend, someone who thinks their value is measured by how much they can carry for others. Subscribe to this channel because you need voices that tell you the truth before it's too late. Voices that don't comfort you, voices that confront you, and then leave a comment. Answer this question honestly. Not for me, for you. What would you do differently if you believed being loved didn't require being useful? This message isn't for me. I'm 77. I already know how this ends. This message is for you because you still have time, but only if you stop waiting for permission to matter. The calendar doesn't care if you're ready.